first half. And keep in mind, Georgia might have a little revenge on their mind after Ole Miss knocked them out of the college football playoff last season. Even though Lane Kiffin's gone, there is still a lot of back and forth with this Georgia-Ole Miss rivalry. Cannot wait to get this thing kicked off. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Now on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And it's a sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Georgia sends out the punt team. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Looking for room, it's Lacey. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to the run. Maybe some room here. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Dumps it to the back. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Rebels. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Looking for blockers. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to the ground with the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Gill. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got the quick completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quick completion to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. It's complete to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On the delay, it's Phillips. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch.
There's a crease. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Never a doubt. That'll cut the lead to 13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires deep toward the end zone. He's got it along the sideline. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Frazier. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Ole Miss calls his 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Georgia. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. He breaks a tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Fires to the big fella.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
The run inside. It's Phillips. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead sliced to 3 at 16-13.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun. He's going to fire deep. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds. A little too much aggression there across the line, and they'll back up after the unnecessary roughness call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
That keeps the score. Ole Miss 16, Georgia 13.
1 more snap coming before halftime. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the UCF Knights. And it's the Jayhawks, hoping that clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 7-2 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the Big Ten.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Now on first down from the 28.
Here we go. Ready.
The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Lacy. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Using his legs, it's Lacy. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just feeds the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Muscling ahead on third and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
And the Rebels will have it first and 10. They'll run play action. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Snagged out of the air. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
This is an offense that takes a lot of pride in their third down execution. They've done an outstanding job of that here in this drive. They've got the lead. We're in the third quarter. And they're thinking to themselves, we can ice this thing if we can score another touchdown. We can put so much pressure on the opponent if we keep converting these third downs. Really good job there by the QB in this offense.
On the run, it's Lacy. Maybe a crease. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's a give to Frazier. Crosses the 30. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. He's got 59 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. And the Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On first down, Nate Frazier.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Dogs have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Phillips. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Bought a little time, lets it go. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
He's got the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll run with Nate Frazier. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. The 50, the 40, the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Rebels! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Right down the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Phillips. Could be an alley. Good pick up on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the...
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. On the move at the 30. Wide open spaces. The 30. The 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Rebels are in the red zone. Run in the red zone. It's Lindsey. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Off play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The run inside. It's Phillips. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's got it down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Dogs are in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Stockton.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure.
Leaping grab for a big gain. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's Nate Frazier. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they hope that false start penalty doesn't come back to haunt them. 2nd and goal again. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Might as well stick with him. And after the short run, the clock hits 0.